Dang. It be your own people. It be your own bros. Edgar Berlanga G-checks Shakur Stevenson after comments made via The Breakfast Club. In this video, I will take you through it, let you know who said what was said, how it was said, and of course, I will give you guys my thoughts on this new tension brewing between Edgar Berlanga and Shakur Stevenson. Who would have thunk? Who would have expected this? But here we are. Wow. So this just came across the desk. I am pretty sure, considering the time it is, that I am actually the very first person to cover this topic on YouTube. I really believe that. So this is the best in the business. I told y'all, 2025, we're going to have some fun. If you like this type of content, getting the news first, accurate, reliable news, not a bunch of clickbait, not low quality content, make sure you guys subscribe. So I guess to start, let's start with what Shakur Stevenson had to say. And then I'll be back with my thoughts. Roll the clip.
I'm the biggest star on the card. Yeah. I'm the guy that's like, people want to see. I'm in the biggest fight. I got the best resume. Like, I ain't even gonna say resume because they try to trash it, but I'm the most accomplished too. So just to put me on like his undercard, it really don't make no sense.
I didn't even look at the card. I just assumed that was the main event.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't know he was on the undercard.
Yeah, but I heard that it's kind of like what's happening in Times Square. They like all main events.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Like kind of co-main or main.
But like even if they was main event, take me out that card. What do you think that card does? Like nobody really gonna pay attention to it. They paying attention to it because it's me.
Yeah, I mean you're the only multi-division champion, so I hear you. I hear your argument. But as far as Turkey, I'll touch on that too.
So that very clip that you just heard was Shakur Stevenson. He was a guest on the show The Breakfast Club, and he spoke, I guess, his truth on the event. And he basically said, I'm the HNIC and I run the show. People are coming for me. I'm the star. Hurting the group. I'm the best dang thing that ever happened to this group. Y'all ain't stupid. I'm the one that's selling the records. They coming to see me. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You wish you could work it like I do. Shakur is full of himself and he's feeling himself, and that's the bottom line because the boxing ego said so. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis, right? So he think he the lead of the Temptations, and ain't nobody coming to see Berlanga. Well, Berlanga got something to say. In response, Berlanga posted that very clip, and he says, quote, "It's crazy. I was really telling people it's a double main event and two superstars on the fight card, but now, King of New York-ish. You're gonna sleep, then I'll be the one to wake you back up with the fireworks. P.S. Don't shake my hand when you see me. I don't want to break your hands before the fight. You in my city, homie. Don't forget." And then he tagged Shakur Stevenson. Wow. Wow. So that was Edgar Berlanga. Now, he also posted to his story, and it's the same clip of Shakur saying that he's the superstar, yada, yada, yada. And Berlanga, I guess he can't believe it because he posted it there too. It be your own bro hating without trying to hate. If you want to do a main event in New York, you're going to have to fight the Serrano sisters, Amanda Serrano, at 135 pounds, champ. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Listen, I don't have a side. I'm not in contact with either of these guys. I don't know them. I'm just giving you my opinion. Berlanga is in the right here, to be honest. Berlanga, I see his point of view more than anything else, because here's why. They got an old school clip in the amateurs of Berlanga and Shakur Stevenson, and they dancing in a hotel room to like Chris Brown. So I was always under the impression that Berlanga and Shakur knew each other very well. One guy from New York one guy from New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, right? And they were always cool since the amateurs. And since they're in different weight categories, it was never really no competition. But Shakur, he talked a little too much. And then now he showed and revealed his truest thoughts on the Breakfast Club. I tell you guys all the time, the most dangerous thing is a camera and a microphone. And it just got Shakur in trouble because now when the grass is cut, the snakes is show. But I got to thank the little homie Nas for that though, saving me the hassle, speaking to half the, right? Now it's looking, that's like you kind of snake Edgar Berlanga, if I'm being real, because you guys are in different weight classes. There's no history of beef. For all intents and purposes, you guys are friends or acquaintances, and there was never really any issues that I'm aware of. You know, I'm just talking about from the outside looking in. I don't know the details of everything in the last couple of years or whatever, but it always looked like they were cool. Why would they not be? There's never was a time where, because of the weight classes, they would be pitted against each other. Berlanga's all the way at like 168. So they were both kind of just doing their own thing. So for Shakur to get on the Breakfast Club, a nationally syndicated show on BT and all that, and hit the airwaves, you kind of took shots at Berlanga, and that's what he's saying. So I really feel him. He said, it be your own bro, hating without trying to hate. Like, I don't know if Shakur took it like that, but when you listen to it back, how can you take it any other way? You're literally on tape saying, yo, this is my show. How they gonna disrespect me and put me on the undercard and womp, and this ain't making sense. So you feel like you the big bad wolf and it's really your show, but somehow it became Berlanga. Now, you can say whatever you want about if it's weird, and like, because some people are gonna be like, Shakur has a point, he should be the main event. Listen, in my opinion, even if you felt that way, like Shakur and he should be the main event over Hamza, Shiraz, and Berlanga, right? There's kind of an approach for it. And the way Shakur came across, I understand why Berlanga is reacting like that, because you kind of took shots at him inadvertently in order to try to make your point. Like, the reality is, I don't know how this came about, this card, but to be honest, I don't think Berlanga is in charge of it. So it's probably Turkey, and Turkey's boy and ambassador is Hamza Shiraz, and Berlanga's a talker with the action style. Like, you know, he has some power and he's a good talker, and he fought Canelo. So realistically, and he's from New York. You're not from New York. So it's not like a horrific idea to put him as a main event, because him as a main event, he will probably have a more action fight than Shakur. We'll see, because the Peta, that's a good name for Shakur. But at the end of the day, it like, you didn't really do a great job of making your intentions clear that you don't have no ill feelings towards Berlanga. You kind of like almost like stepped on him to say what you said. And I think Shakur does that pretty often. Like, they asked him, hey, can you hurt Tank? And he said, yes. And he said, no disrespect to Lamont Roach, but it's like, you are. He's like, he got 10 knockouts and I got 11. So there's that. Like, who cares, bro? It's not like you fought the same people, so you can't compare his knockouts to yours. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like weird. And I think Shakur takes some of these liberties where he'll like kind of sneak dish you, you know, and Berlanga just responded to it. But he kind of does sneak dish you. Like I said, he's like, no disrespect to this guy and this guy, but I'm the best fighter. You know what I mean? So it's like when you say stuff like that, you kind of like, you're dimming other people's light almost to try to illuminate yours. You know what I mean? So I feel Berlanga here. I'm just being real with you. I feel Berlanga here. I think Shakur didn't have to do it like that. You know, he could have just been like, I should be the main event, but you know, who is the organizer's fault? But you like kind of made it look like I'm the biggest person here and and like Edgar Berlanga, you made it sound like he ain't nothing in his own city. It's just weird. Like I said, you guys tell me what you think. from the video, but the way Shakur chose to go about it and handle it in his wording, I don't think is good. And it reminds me of what Ryan Garcia said. Ryan said Shakur is like uptight and he's kind of like a diva, like a prima donna. And you could kind of see that. He said he was talking to Keyshawn and he was like, hey, Shakur, come here. We just chopping it up. And then Shakur is like, nah, come to me. And like, you could kind of see that. He always has a scowl and mean mug on his face. And he seemed kind of narcissistic. You know, he might be a cool dude, but just this behavior like this, he actually thinks that he's on a different level. And that's why he goes to social media, I would say, constantly talking about what he's going to do to his next opponent and how sharp he's getting in the gym. It just show us. That's all you have to do. You keep making these promises for knockouts and stuff like that, and then it never happened. And then to have what I imagined was a friend based on everything that I know and seen, a guy like Berlanga, you kind of dumped on him to try to make your point on the Breakfast Club. And I think that's kind of faulty. Let me know what you guys think.